And here we are. Welcome forward everyone to the latest episode of the Working Man's Warships. I am your humble host Jendaged, and we welcome you, whoever you may be, wherever you are in the globe, whatever time of the day or night it is where you are, and however you are tuning in, watching and listening. Welcome. So, I hope you're all good. Is everyone alright? Whether it's nighttime where you are or daytime, whatever you're doing, some of you in your bedroom, you might be in your living room, maybe cooking food in the kitchen, at work on your phone. Get off your phone. I hope you're all good. So, today, what we're going to do is we're going to have a recap of the season. Those of you who are on here and been here a while will know at the end of every season we like to do a recap, hit the film room, see where we're at and do some housekeeping. So with that in mind, I want to direct your attention to the bottom left hand corner and Endless Waters. Now in here, and this for new players, you may be new to this game, you can see we have our calendar. 3 weeks. Each day there's a task to do and you get rewards, and the end of it is a general guide. But what we'll do is we'll go through the days. Now what I want you to do is now fix your eyes to the top right hand corner of the page. Free unlocks. What do they mean? They mean if you miss a day, you can unlock it for free. You get 3 of them. I have 2 left. I had to use 1. I had a late night. What can I say? I went out on the social and I didn't do my missions. I needed to unlock it. Sue me. But it happens. Some days you might have to work or you got stuff to do or play and you miss a day. You get an average of 1 per week for free. And what do I always say about free? F-R-E-E is what? Our favorite word in the dictionary. And we don't turn down nothing but our collar. So you get those for free. The other thing you get for free is the rewards, which you can see over here. And all you have to do, and this is just day 1 as an example, is play a battle, win a battle, and cause 50,000 hit points worth of damage. You can play as many battles as you need to get it done, but as soon as you play a battle, you've already done task 1 just by entering the battle. Even if you get smoked, you've played. Win, cause 50,000 hit points damage. Now direct your attention up again to the top right hand corner below free unlocks where it says requirements. Those are the game modes that you have to play on, or you can play on, to get the tasks done. And I want you to note, well, the green anchor, that represents AI, which is your basic practice game mode where you and a bunch of your teammates fight against bots. It's very predictable. You know what they're going to do. You can practice your targeting, shooting, all sorts of stuff you can practice on AI, and it's quite forgiving. You should be winning about 97% of your AI games if you're just an average player. And that's all you need to do to get these tasks done. So day 1, you'll get those rewards. Keep an eye on the bottom right hand corner. See those purple things, the round purple ship thing? I want you to keep that in your mind, but we'll go through them and you can see these are the things you get on a daily basis just for doing the various missions. So look at all this stuff. Look at all these goodies. It's like going to the tuck shop and they say to you, oh, you can have what you want. Really? And then at the end of each week you get a special reward, and at the end of week 3 your special reward is a medieval chest, which is the ongoing season, and you can get any of this stuff in there. And this is all for free. So if I just go back here to day 7 week 3 and just look at the requirements. Play a battle, hit a citadel, earn 500 XP before bonuses. The key one to let you know what ship to play is in the middle. Hit a citadel. What class of ship do you think I'm most likely to hit a citadel with? New players? That would be a battleship. So that's what I want to use. I can do it in certain cruisers as well, and some destroyers, but the most optimum ship would be a battleship. Let's head to day 6. Now, play a battle, earn the global XP, which you're going to earn anyway by turning up to play, and get 50 ribbons. What class of ship, new players, do we need to use to get 50 ribbons? Those would be cruisers, specifically light cruisers. How do you know which ones are the light ones? They're the ones that reload the fastest. They reload as fast as destroyers, and in many cases faster than destroyers. Those are the ones which accumulate ribbons the fastest. Ribbons, if you don't know, are those little things in the top right hand corner of your screen in battle. Citadel, cause fire, incapacitation, etc, etc. A light cruiser is likely to do that in the quickest time possible. Okay, so if we go to week 3, day 3, play a battle, commander XP, and get a detected ribbon. Well, new players, what class of ship is most likely to get a detected ribbon? That would be a destroyer. Yes, I know they can do it, but a destroyer, or let's be fair here, I know I can't stand them, but an aircraft carrier is another one. Detected, that's what it says, doesn't specify, just get detected. So that lets you know what type of ship to use, and you'll get all these rewards for doing it. And then once you've got all of these rewards, if you do all the 3 weeks, you will get Lady Evelyn of Moon Bay. Now, I would say it again, you've heard me say it, I don't care if she's from Moon Bay, I don't care if she's from Tampa Bay, I don't care if she's from Green Bay, and I don't care if she's from the Bay of Bengal. She's free. That's what it matters to me. And you can see Lady Evelyn of Moon Bay will give us, in one battle, get 2 cause flooding ribbons, and she will give you a 20% XP, ship XP boost for your ship. And if it's cause flooding, what do we think? What type of ship would she be best used on? That's a destroyer. And because she's a general, guys, it's for any country. So if you've got tech tree destroyers, and we want to make sure we use Lady Evelyn of Moon Bay on tech tree ships, because she gives us ship XP. There's no point in wasting that on your premium ships, because they're already fully maxed in terms of upgrades, and they're already elite ships as soon as they come into your port. Tech tree ships, specifically destroyers, and if you're grinding down lines, you will get a 20% boost once a day, and all for free. Now, with that in mind, if we now move along and we go to our marathon. So, in our marathon here, which again is ongoing, you have HMS Thunderer, which is a legendary tier battleship. Legendary tier. And to obtain this legendary tier battleship, you have to collect ship parts. Those are those little round purple icons I told you about before in the Endless Trials. You get them by completing your missions. Now I've got 6,000 of the 20,000, so I'm just over a quarter of the way of where I need to be. But this is only stage 1. There are 3 stages, so I have 3 stages to get that all the way up to 20,000, and I will get a legendary tier battleship for free. Now I need to be clear when I tell you this, and new players, you need to wrap your head around this. Whether you like the ship or not, whether you think it's quote good or quote bad, is irrelevant. You should be collecting all ships because the value remains the same. I, for example, I'm not very fond of aircraft carriers, but I collect them because they hold the same value as the other classes of ships. So the fact that I can't stand them is irrelevant. They add value to my port. So collect all the ships, because being no doubt, there aren't really any quote good ships or quote bad ships on this game. Let me be very clear. Any ship on this game in the right hands can wipe you off the map. Advanced players will tell you this. I don't care what ship it is or how good or bad you think it may or may not be. In the right hands, and the key is the right hands played properly, will wipe you off the map. Their value remains the same. So let's talk about value. A legendary tier battleship, what's it worth? Let's go for a ballpark where we can all understand finances. And I will use Admiral Schroeder as my example. Admiral Schroeder, a tier 8 cruiser, and again, a tier 8 cruiser holds the same value as a tier 8 battleship, as a tier 8 destroyer, so on. The value of Admiral Schroeder is 25,000 doubloons, or 37.5 million credits. That's the value of the Schroeder. 25,000 doubloons, 37.5 million credits. So what does that mean in actual monetary terms? Let's go and see. So if I go into doubloons, and now we need 25,000 to buy Schroeder. I would need the 30,000 package, which I will get 25,000 anyway, but they give me a 5,000 bonus. That is 73 pounds and 99 Great British pounds in our currency. You'll have a conversion where you are, whether it's Australian dollars, US dollars, Canadian dollars, yen, euros, whatever, you will have an equivalent. Now I'm not sure about you where you are, but 73 pounds 99 pence, which is 74 pound. 74 quid's a lot of money, you know. That ain't cheap. I'll be damned if I'm gonna pay 74 pound for a ship on this game. You must be out of your mind. You know how much food that could buy? 74 pound. That's the value of a tier 8 ship. Remember, Thunderer is a legendary ship, which is the tier above tier 8. So if a tier 8 ship is worth 25,000 doubloons, 74 quid, how much is a legendary one worth? 80? 85? 90? I'm paying that for a ship, but they're going to give me one for free? Oh, you know me, don't threaten me with a good time. Get the missions done. They're giving away money. If someone walked down the street now, wherever you are, and they were like, you know what, here's 80 quid. Are you telling them no? Well, get the missions done. That's where we're at. So speaking of missions, if we go to our campaign, Reforged in Red, you can see I'm at level 119, which means I've got all these steel bonuses. Steel, by the way, is the most precious commodity in the game because it's the hardest to obtain. And I've got all these bonus steel, but the main event here is I have got the Provorni and all of these other rewards that you can see as I scroll along, and you can add up the value of that yourself. You can see ship parts in here, you can see premium access, doubloons, a bunch of goodies. Now I'm not going to lie to you, this wasn't free. I had to buy the Admiralty back in to get this, which is 2,500 doubloons. But I got all this stuff. Yeah. And the ship at the end of it, which is a tier 7 destroyer. So let's go back to the store. What's the value of a tier 7 ship? Just the ship. Excuse me, just the ship. Well, Atago, 17,500 doubloons. 17,500 doubloons, or it won't tell me the credits, but 17,500 doubloons. We can all understand that. I would need, there you go, 17,500 plus 300 bonus. That package, £52.49. So over 50 quid for a ship. And my Admiralty backing cost me 2,500, which is this one. So for £7.39, I got a ship worth 52. So someone said to you, you give me £7 and I'll give you back 50. You're not taking that deal? And that's just the ship. Remember, I showed you all the other goodies as well. The premium access, everything. It's all in there. Now, I understand we've got people of all different ages and all different backgrounds here, and not everyone can afford the 7. I get it. I understand. But if you can, like I've told you before, here in the UK, £7.39 will buy you like 2 protein bars, 2 good protein bars. It's not people. That's lunch money, and you get all this plus the ship. Seems like a no-brainer. And again, you will get the stuff at the bottom. So all the stuff at the bottom, if you complete the campaign, see all those steel, that's all at the bottom. You can get all of that. That won't cost you anything. All of this steel, if you complete the campaign. And look at the bottom. Russian Commander, Medieval Crate, 2 days premium access. You know, things that are valuable in this game. Just look at the bottom, ship parts. Ignore the top, because the top part is if you have the Admiralty backing. Ignore it. Just look at the bottom. All this stuff for free. Just do the missions. So, wrap up the video now, right? We got all this stuff. Well, no, actually, because we go in the store. We want value. Now, those of you who saw my previous update will know where we're going with this. You will know. I had identified a couple of pots of potential value for me. Everyone's different. Value for me will be different to you. That we want to look at. So, first of all, we've got the Battle of Midway. Now, most of this stuff doesn't interest me. But what did interest me was the Rising Threat mission. Or was it Turning Point or Final Strike? Whatever. See those missions there? There was one here that I bought for 35,000 global XP. It was one of these. And it gave me, if I completed it, 1,000 of these Midway coins. And I saw a Pinata Frenzy crate, which is 1,000. So I bought the mission, complete the mission. I've got 1,000. So I now have the crate. This may or may not give me something I really want, but it didn't cost me any real money. So why not? So we have that crate to open now as well. And then there's the turtles. Now, remember in the previous episode, I said to you that when it comes to the turtles and when it comes to these packages, that I have all of these. I've been very fortunate with these pizza party boxes. It's churned me out all the stuff. So if I go along here, I have Krang, I have Shredder, I have Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, Leonardo, and April O'Neil I got in a crate as well. So I got all of that. Not bothered about these, the Foot Clan or Turtle, their skins. If I got them, great. Didn't, not bothered. The main thing for me is, again, if I go here, you can see the collection. Now, I didn't get the Napoli or Schlieffen skin. Don't really care. I got all the turtles. I got April this time round. She's new. I got Shredder and Krang. Other stuff, I mean the flags and that, yeah, I think their flags are not really any good, to be honest. Not bothered. But I didn't get Master Splinter, and he's the one I really want. So to me, he is valuable. But he's also 3,750 doubloons. This is a nightmare for me. I don't want to spend money on this game. I am as tight as Heathrow's schedule, and I've just got Ted DiBiase in my head all the time. Those who know. But I really want Splinter, because obviously he gives us value on the game because he's a guise, but I want the voiceover, I want the whole Splinter. I'm a Turtles fan. Let's call it what it is. I grew up watching the Turtles, and that's part of the beauty at times of this game. It can recreate one's childhood, and a lot of you will know exactly what I'm talking about, whether it be the Turtles or whatever the other collabs they've done. But I don't want to spend no money, and I wasn't going to. The deciding factor on whether or not to get Splinter is actually not that much to do with Splinter. I had 2,199 doubloons, and I need 2,500 to get my Admiralty back in, which means this 1,250 would take me above the threshold what I needed, and I'd get my Admiralty back in. However, once I've gone with that and gone above, and I then take my 2,500 out, I'm going to be short, and I'm going to have to buy more of these in the next campaign. The other thing as well is, look up at the top of the screen, premium access 13 days. It's running out. There's going to come a point I'm going to need to top that up as well. These are things I'm willing to invest in on the game. Admiralty back in, premium access, I'm willing to invest because it's low investment, high reward. So I'm A, going to have to top up again for my Admiralty back in, and B, possibly, unless I get something nice in a crate, my premium access. So with that in mind, I instead went for the 5,625. Yeah, I had you going there for a minute, didn't I? That's what I went with, because it will allow me to A, get my Admiralty back in, and B, get Splinter, and then have a bit left over for next season's Admiralty back in and some premium access. So this package here represents value to me. Under normal circumstances, it would have been a no, and a hell no, and I would have gone with the 1,250 package. But because my premium access is running out, and because I'm going to need a top up next season anyway, I thought I'll get ahead of time and do this instead. So if we go back, not back out the store, we head back over to special, and we go here. I now have Master Splinter, completing my guys collection of the Turtles, and you can see, look at the top of the screen, I have 4,074 doubloons left over. So 4,074 minus 2,500, which is what my Admiralty backing is going to cost me, will leave me with 1,574. Sorry, nearly got my maths wrong there. 1,574 doubloons. right? I'm gonna get hammered in the comments if that's wrong. 1,574 doubloons will be left over, meaning to get the following season's Admiralty back in, I would only need another 1,000, and then any surplus I could use on my premium access. So there's the value. So I now have all of the turtles, guys. I don't have the skins, unfortunately, and I don't care. The guys are where the value's at for me, which is very nice. Not bothered about the crates. Like I said, crates have been good to me, but I don't buy them. I may, as far as things go in this game, I may not need you. That don't mean I won't use you. So we have that. Okay, so last order of business, we'll just open this crate and see what's what. You can see at the bottom, for new players, some crates offer you a guaranteed reward, whereby this counter indicates the maximum number of containers you need to open for a guaranteed reward. If this reward drops earlier, the counter resets. So a guaranteed reward is a ship or a commander. It's a ship. So you will be guaranteed one of these with the reward eventually. See, top left hand corner, 40. There you go. So this crate, if you just collect 40 of them by number 40, you will get something, one of those ships for free, but it might drop before then. Now 40 of these is a lot, but it is a quote guaranteed reward. $25,000 global XP. We'll take it. Our number will go up to 9, and we'll keep going from there. So there you are. Now let me just, we're wrapping this up, but let me just say one more time, and I keep telling you this, I am by no means the best player in the world at this. I'm not even one of the best. I am an average player, like most of you watching. I set up this channel for you because I'm one of you. Advanced players don't need my help. I'm focusing on the new players. You are the academy. You're the future of this game. I'm not the best player in the world. I'm just like you. Many of you are probably a lot better at this game than I am. All I've done is added up the maths, read the missions, put the work in, and here I am with a channel. I never thought I'd have a channel. I still can't believe I'm here talking to you about this, but here we are. And again, that's where my phrase, here we are, there's method to the madness, because I never thought I'd be here, but I am, and you can be too. So let's get it done. We'll do it together. We'll work together. I'll show you, you can show me. Lots of people have already given me advice and pointed stuff out to me, corrected me, made me a better player. I'm thankful to all of you, and I'm thankful to all of you more than anything for tuning in to listen to me waffle for however many minutes a day. So with all that in mind, if you enjoy what we're doing here, like, subscribe, share, take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next episode of the Working Man's Warships. Bye bye.